Saab. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Good night, Pratikrit. Thank you very much. We are shifting our focus now to something that really broke our hearts today. We've often been told that doctors are living gods. It is considered to be one of the most sacred professions in this world. Rightly said, because they save mankind from suffering and sickness. But what I'm going to tell you next is blood-curdling. A doctor has been stabbed to death in Kerala. She was only 23 years old. She was on duty. She was treating a patient. She was stabbed by the patient. He used her surgical scissors to stab her. That's Vandana Das. It's unbelievable. Why would a patient kill his doctor? Here is what happened. Vandana Das was attending to a patient at a hospital. He was brought in by the police for treatment. He was drunk, intoxicated. Police say he's an alcoholic. He's a 42-year-old school teacher. He'd been picked up after he was injured in a fight with some people near his house. He was injured in that fight, so the police brought him for treatment. The house surgeon, Vandana Das, was working in the night shift. While she was attending to his wounds, he took the surgical scissors and stabbed her, not once, not twice, not thrice, but 7 times. He stabbed her to death. He stabbed the accompanying policemen too. 5 cops were injured, but they managed to save themselves. She could not. She was rushed to hospital, but she could not be saved. Straight up, there are solid police lapses. Why wasn't the intoxicated man handcuffed? You know he is dangerous. He's already gotten into a fight, which is why his family called in the police. Why would you not handcuff the man? What were the cops doing when the man attacked the female doctor? The officials would say it was not just Vandana, 5 other cops were also attacked by this man. But one wonders how 5 policemen could not come to the rescue of the doctor who was under attack. Now let me tell you how the Pinarayi Vijayan government has reacted to the incident. While the Kerala Chief Minister has said assaulting health workers in the line of duty is unacceptable, Health Minister Veena George's statement has kicked off a political war. Her statement also highlights the insensitivity of the government towards such incidents. The Health Minister has said that the victim was a house surgeon and therefore inexperienced. She also said that she got scared when the attack happened. Basically, the Health Minister has blamed the doctor for her own death. It's shocking, isn't it? She has downplayed the entire incident, calling the female doctor inexperienced. My question is this how you protect your doctors? A similar question was asked by the Kerala High Court today. Reacting to the killing, the High Court has said that the incident is a failure of the system and the cops to protect doctors. The court made this remark during a special sitting where it was already considering the recent attacks on doctors in the state. Meanwhile, doctors in Kerala have started a statewide protest already. Let's talk figures now. Attacks on doctors and health workers in Kerala has been on the rise. Every now and then, health workers have been protesting over these attacks on them. According to reports, 130 cases of violence against healthcare workers have been reported in the state since 2022. The doctors have been urging the government to amend the Hospital Protection Act. They also want the government to declare the area within a 500-meter radius of a hospital as a special protection zone. Is the amendment to the Act the answer to all questions? When will the attacks on health workers in Kerala stop? That's the question I'm asking my guest this evening. Thank you very much, Dr. Syed Faizan Ahmad, for joining us. I want to ask you how you react to what Veena George is saying. She's the Health Minister of Kerala, and she's essentially saying that this young 23-year-old doctor is responsible for her own death.
First of all, thank you, ma'am, for raising this issue. Actually, I got this news at around 7 a.m. When I was on my duty, and it was very painful and very shocking. Ma'am, before I tell anything, before I narrate anything, please understand what is the normal protocol. Whenever the under trial patient used to come hospital for routine medical examination or any treatment, They are escorted by a group of police officials, and these police officials remain and stay with these under trial patients throughout the treatment or throughout the procedure. And even when we say send this patient for radiological investigation or send this patient for any pathological investigation, these police officers used to accompany with them. And if the patient is stable, if the patient is ambulatory, then police officer used to keep this patient handcuffed throughout the procedure. So, but what happened
Huh.
in the Kerala
Huh.
that this under trial patient was not handcuffed. Even this patient was stable and this patient was ambulatory. This patient was not handcuffed. Second thing is this: these police officers who were on duty, they left the under trial patient alone with the young female doctor, and these police officials were roaming here and there. So there was a complete negligence made by the doctor, the police official on duty, and the baseless and the insane comment made by the health minister of Kerala कि ये जो है young female doctor incompetent थी, capable नहीं थी इस सिचुएशन को टैकल करने के, मतलब along with the 4.5 year of MBBS course where we study 19 subject, हम डॉक्टर्स को जो है कराटे भी आना चाहिए था, डॉक्टर को मार्शल आर्ट भी आना चाहिए था इस सिचुएशन को टैकल करने के लिए. So instead of making some this baseless comment, these senseless comment, Kerala government and health minister should take action against these police officials who are not doing their duties properly, ताकि future में repeat नहीं. Thank you.
डॉक्टर फैजान, आपने एक अच्छी बात बोली कि डॉक्टर्स जो हैं, डॉक्टर बनने से पहले आपको 19 सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ने पड़ते हैं. अब क्या आपको कराटे और मार्शल आर्ट भी पढ़ना पड़ेगा कि आप अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकें फ्रॉम सिचुएशंस लाइक दिस? इट्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन एंड आई थिंक वीना जॉर्ज नीड्स टू think before she speaks. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much, Dr. Syed Faizan Ahmad, for joining us on a story that is tragic and has broken our hearts. Imagine a young 23-year-old doctor treating an under trial patient, and he stabs her to death with the policemen simply fleeing the situation. There were 5 policemen there. A, they didn't handcuff him, and B, when the attack starts, they just vanish. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for watching. My colleague Afrida is up next with all the day's big headlines at the top of 9. Do stay with us.